Welcome to Unposed. This show is made possible by the generosity of Mrs. Kristen Collier, her belief in this project, and her faith in the message behind it. Your support helped bring Unposed into the world, and it does not go unnoticed. I'm Amber Lane, an award-winning boudoir photographer, unofficial confidence coach, and creator of a supportive online women's community that's been thriving since 2017. I'm also a woman who has spent the last 15 years witnessing what happens when women stop performing for approval and start showing up for themselves. Today I'm joined by Moss Arati. She's a burlesque performer and pole and aerial artist whose work blends power, comedy, and grace in a way that feels both magnetic and deeply human. Since she began performing in 2022, Moss has already made a name for herself through numbers that range from sensual and commanding to playful and unexpected. What draws people to her work is how fully she inhabits the stage, whether she's making you laugh, holding tension, or completely owning her presence. I'm really excited to share with you how she found her way into performance and what that journey has looked like. Welcome to the show, Moss.
Hi! I'm like over here crying. Listen to this, I'm like, this is what my friends think about me? What? Oh my God.
This is what a lot of people think about you, for sure. I mean, you've already done so much in just a little amount of time. But when we first met, it was 2019. You came in to do a photo session with me. You were not a performer yet, but it was a really pivotal photo session with some really meaningful images.
That was like right after the accident too, which is crazy to think about, and just in general, that whole entire year.
Yeah.
Because we got into the accident. I broke my back. They didn't think that we were gonna make it, and then they were like, "You're gonna have a full life, but you're gonna have to like work."
Yeah.
Like learning how to walk again, learning how to like sit, learning to sit in the chair is the fucking worst.
Like as an adult,
as
right?
an adult, bro, like you're 23 years old, you just broke your back, you spent your birthday in the hospital, and you're like turning up with apple juice, as my mom told me.
Well, let's go back. So the accident was August of 2018, is that right?
August 2nd, 2018. Okay. And so me and my friend, we were coming back from a concert, and we didn't make it home. Like, we don't know what happened exactly, but I woke up in the middle of the accident, and like we hit the guardrail, and then like we hit the median, and then we like hit the other side of the highway, straddled the bridge, like hit the retaining wall, and flipped backwards into like a creek. And I was the one who called 911. They're like, "What's your emergency?" Bro, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just woke up. I was asleep. Like, no matter what, I was asleep. I woke up in the middle of all that shit. And scariest day of my life. Nothing could ever compare to that kind of pain. And then also seeing, like, your friend in pain and being, like, completely helpless.
Yeah.
Completely. Because you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's going on. Like, you just know that, like, something's not sitting right. We gotta get the fuck out of here right now. And we see lights as the police had found us, and the flashlights start going off, and we just start screaming for help. And they look at me, like, "You need to stop moving." Like, it's because we don't know what's going on. We don't know the damages to our body. Like, he had a broken arm. The steering wheel pushed into his stomach and like killed like half his colon.
Oh my God.
And like he's had a colonoscopy bag for years, up until like about 2 years ago, where he finally got to have surgery. So now he can poop.
Yay.
Learned to poop.
Yeah.
Period.
So you wouldn't have realized right away that something had happened to you. It was just like the shock of the accident.
Like literally, I just was like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, no matter what, like, I'm going to be here with you every step of the way. Like, I'm not going anywhere until like they cut me out. And when they cut me out, they put me on a gurney, and they're like, go, get her out of here now. Like, she's got to go. Yeah. And they take me and they put me on the gurney. Mind you, I didn't get to see Logan for weeks at all. Oh
my God.
Like, and I'm calling my like friends, asking around about him and whatnot. But like when they put me on the gurney, they were like, "Hey, this is about to really suck for her. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, again, I just woke up.
Yeah.
Y'all, I just woke up.
Yeah.
Like,
as disorienting as that is in just like your bed.
Imagine, like, you got to be quick on your feet, like, right now.
Yeah.
So I remember hitting this, like, bump or whatever. Probably had to, because we're down underneath the bridge, like, 20 feet.
Yeah.
You got to get her up. There's going to be bumps and shit. That was the worst pain of my entire life. And I hear, go, 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 go. Like, get her in the, rush me off to Fort Smith Hospital. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is happening? They're cutting off I'm arguing with them. You can't cut off my clothes.
Yeah.
Man, we have to. No. I am not compliant.
You love those clothes.
I just bought them.
Yeah.
We were at a concert. This is a brand new t-shirt. No, you're not cutting off my fucking clothes.
Oh.
Which we did a photo shoot with.
Yeah. No, I remember that. I remember some of those pictures. I came across some whenever I was getting your bio together, and it was like the skirt was like the galaxy skirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was it? Was it a Future show?
Logic
show that you were at. And so was it like a concert shirt or something,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say?
And I like, there's blood on it still. There's like the safety pins just to like keep it together, but it's still the same as it was.
That's so crazy.
I refused it.
Yeah.
That's a piece of history.
See, when I broke my ankle, my shoe was in the back seat of my car. Like neither of us could touch it for like, it might still be back there. And it's been like 4 years.
Hey, it happens.
I'm not going to, I don't want it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at my foot in it anymore.
They stole my shoes, so I didn't get mine back.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's so crazy. Yeah, mine was definitely not. Mine was in a car. My accident was, but it was definitely a bit different than that. A bit more calm, and I was conscious and everything. But I knew something was wrong immediately. Mine was not like yeah. Well, my foot looked like it was my right foot, and it looked like I had two left feet because of the breakage. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. Mine was I just was getting out of my car. I just got my foot caught on my purse strap, and I was just getting out too quick, and I like slipped and fell, and it turned out I broke both ankle bones and the bone that connects it to my leg, and tore my Achilles tendon, so I had to like learn to walk again and all that. But it was like immediate that I knew that had happened. And with yours, it's like there was so much extraneous trauma going on. That's not, did you know what all happened? What exactly happened? Like what all happened to your body?
What happened in my body? So I had a burst fracture on my T12 in my spine, and they said that one of the bone fragments was literally less than like a millimeter away from touching my spinal cord. And I was really lucky. That shit's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have paralyzed myself for real. Like it's something kind of scary to think about. Like I could have never walked again. Mm-hmm. But
now look at you.
Like, now we fight.
And now look at you. Which brings us to what you do now, which is crazy for anyone who only knows you as a performer to think that you could have gone through any of that and then be doing what you're doing now. So you do burlesque, you do pole, and I've seen you do some like aerial art as well. So what got you into performing?
So we, at the school I used to go to, they did like student showcases, and it was me, Jessica, and Laura. We did like a trio song to slow motion.
Love it. Juvenile.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like, and you could tell how nervous we were in like the first ever performance, and they were like, you need to come do burlesque. But we had went to like one of their burlesque shows a couple weeks prior to them like hosting our show. Like it was really cool, and I was like baby. Like I started pole dancing back, or I originally started in 2018, but the car accident happened.
Took a break.
And 2021, because I was still wearing my face mask. I just missed it so much. And shout out to this terrible nurse, but she was like, wow, looks like you're not gonna wear a bikini anymore, or no more bikinis for you. Watch me now, bitch. Watch me now. Watch me now, bitch.
That is so crazy because of like the scarring from the accident.
Oh yeah, this was like flat out right after like when the staples were still on my back.
Oh my god.
What a bitch.
What a mean thing to say.
What a bitch.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
It hurts my feeling. It hurted my feelings so bad because I was like, what if I never get to wear a bikini ever again? Man, fuck that shit. Put that shit on.
That's just a great, because it's not like you have a scar, so now you can't anymore. So, okay, so I can't run anymore. That's part of my injury. And a few years before I had my ankle broken, my mom broke her ankle because we do everything the same. Yeah, because I want to be just like her. So when she used to run marathons, I'm not a marathon runner. She was a marathon person. And when she broke hers, she was asking her doctor about it one day. And he was just like, just laughed at her and was like, oh, you're never going to do that again.
Oh.
And it's like, as a medical professional, like, what a way to treat somebody who's like learning information about a change of course in their life and like how their body works, how their body looks. And you want to go and just laugh and be like, oh, that's funny that you think you can continue to do this thing that brings you joy.
That's so shitty.
Like, what's the point?
And I had, during my accident, I had a girl who, like, inspired me because she broke both of her legs and her back. And she was, like, full body, like, cast, fucked up. And she inspired me so much because after her accident, she went back to ziplining. And she had a baby. She has a beautiful family now. And every day, like, I look at her, I'm like, you are my inspiration. Like, I wouldn't have... She came to... I think I cry about it all the time. But she came to me on my birthday because I was like, I couldn't go anywhere. I was confined to a hospital bed. Yeah. I couldn't do anything. I was so sad. And we were singing The Little Mermaid. I was like, I want to be where the people are. It's so sad. But at the same time, I'm like crying out.
You're in pain and on medication, and it's like really hitting you hard.
They just like yanked the drugs from me too. So I was going through withdrawals. It was horrible. And I still hadn't taken a poo. It had been like damn near 2 weeks.
They don't let you leave.
Until you take a shit.
They don't let you leave.
No. They're like, you're gonna have to do something. I'm like, best birthday gift ever.
That's so funny. Do you think there was like a point that you like, was there like a pivotal point where you were like, okay, I am going to be able to have this full range of motion and I'm going to learn to do all this stuff again? Or was it like you just kind of always knew like, this is not going to stop me. This is not something that's going to get in the way?
The main thing is listening to your body. Mm-hmm. It will tell you when you had enough, but you can still push.
Yeah.
No matter what, like, just don't, if it's too much, it's too much. Sit your ass down, calm down.
Totally.
Like, come back later.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress. It's not going to look great all the time.
Yeah.
But you can still do it.
It's crazy how, like, having an injury like that like, forces you to step back and, like, pay attention to the way at least a specific part of your body works. It's like you really do start listening to your body in a way that you're like, was I just not before? Was I just not, like, Was I just telling it, this is what we're going to do? And it was like, no, thank you. And I was like, you're going to do it. Like, what was...
And now it's like, oh, you thought?
Yeah. We were talking about how, because mine is a foot injury, an ankle injury, I look down when I walk a lot more now than I used to, like, just to make sure I'm not going to, like, step on something and, like, lose my balance or, like, you know, run into something or slip. And it's like, that's just a conscious thing that I do because my body made me slow down and start doing that, you know.
Absolutely.
It's crazy how, like, when you have an injury like that, it's like you are forced to listen to your body, and then you start listening to your body and you start learning all kinds of things about it that you did not know before, and it's so nice.
I've learned the hard way, even like as a performer now, where I push myself a little bit too much, or I'm like, you got to make it happen, this, that. And my body will be like, no, you're not. You got anxiety right now. You're
not today.
Yeah. So there'll be times on stage where you'll like see me like holding on for dear life because my leg just gave out. I still have problems with walking no matter what people think. Like, shit happens on stage. You got to play it off. So you hold a pose longer and see if you can get out of it or whatever, or get down.
Yeah.
I love getting down.
You do love getting down.
I love getting down. I'm going to sit down if I need to. I will take a break no matter what.
Some of your work, though, is like, it is so physically intense. Like, especially when you do like your pole work. Like, you do these moves and you like move your body in this way that you like have to have so much confidence that it's going to land where you want it to land and the way you want to land it. Like, there are times when I'm watching you and I'm like, and then like you make it and it's okay. But it's crazy. It really, you are. It's just so like, it's so like physically involved. Like, you know, a lot of burlesque, it of course it is. You know, I did ballet for like years, and I know things that look effortless are not always effortless. It takes a lot of effort to make it look that way. But like with pole and with your aerial stuff, there's just so much like strength and flipping and body holding that is like, it's crazy to think that you were ever in a situation where you were not like sure if you were gonna walk again. That's crazy.
100%. And like, I wanted it so bad because I started pole dancing literally 3 weeks before the accident. I drove to Memphis like a crazy bitch that I am. I messaged my friend and I said, hey, what are you doing right now? And she said, waiting for my friend to come over. I said, bitch, you already knew it. On my way. Drove to Memphis. And we spent 4th of July together. It was so much fun. And then, like, we became really good friends. And when the accident happened, and I was like, hey, I'm very nonchalant about how I deliver news, and I'm trying to work on that. And I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but, like, I can't make it to the concert anymore. And she was like, oh, no, why? I was like, I just fell off a bridge. And she said, what? Where are you at? And I said, I'm at the hospital. She drove.
Oh, my God.
And mind you, I'm in and out of consciousness. I'm asleep when she shows up. And my dad wakes me up, and I'm like, you came. Like, just the most drugged up smile ever. She's like, honey, what the fuck? Like, and I was like, you're so beautiful. And I like grabbed her hand and I fell asleep completely. And then my dad was like, I can wake her back up. And she goes, if she wants to sleep and hold my hand, she can have it.
Yeah. Like, at this point,
let her have it.
Gosh, it's crazy like what your brain does when you are like in it, something like that, like have like a traumatic thing. So like I didn't cry for like 20 minutes, right? Like when I broke my ankle, I fell out of the car. Justin goes, did you just? And I said, yep, let's go. And I like had him help me back up because suddenly I can't, you know, put any weight on my right foot. So I have to like get back up in the car, and he's very squeamish. And so I was like, well, okay, one of us has to be the calm one here. You know, what is freaking out gonna help? And it's like, I've got this huge, crazy traumatic injury. And I'm like, okay, so we're gonna go to the emergency room, and we're just gonna drive down here. And you're gonna make this turn. You're gonna pull in here. I'm just like drinking water, like calmly. And I get in there, And they're like, hey, how can I help you? And I'm like, oh, broken my ankle. And he's like, it's way worse than she's making it seem. And I'm like filling out my paperwork, you know. And we get back there and it takes a minute, and finally somebody comes up to me and they go, honey, has anyone given you anything yet? And I just lose it. And I'm like, no. And I'm like crying. And then my mom comes, because my husband has called my mom and she's here in town. I don't know. I'm nearly 40, but I just need my mom to come.
Hey,
yeah.
I
need my mom to come. Yeah. Please come here. But they asked me, they were like, Justin was like, you have appointments this week. And I was like, I've already texted them to reschedule. Like in the midst of all of that, my brain still was like, oh, you make sure these people know at the earliest convenience that, and I didn't know how bad it was. I knew it was bad, but I thought like, maybe a couple weeks kind of thing. I didn't know, like, yeah.
Same shit.
I was like, we'll have to push it out a week or so. And that was not the case. Yeah. It's like, you can't, but you also like, you can't process that like everything's going to change. You're just like right here in this moment. Like you have, and then you don't even know what all's going to change. Like one of the big things for me is like the way that when your body changes like that, sensuality can feel like really complicated. Like I had to learn to walk again. I've always really liked my walk. I was a dancer when I was younger, and I loved how I walked, and I thought it was like cute and feminine. And now sometimes I hobble a little bit and it's like not the same feminine sort of like walk that I used to have. And so trying to like reconnect with that, I feel like is something a lot of women who go through injuries like that probably struggle with. It's like feeling like sexy and sensual again. I think that's one of the things that really draws me to the work that you do. I'm not saying it's all sexy and sensual.
Well, sometimes it is. Like, I want to confuse you.
Steve Harvey is a confusing number for me. I do sometimes. I'm like, is this hot? Is it funny? Is it sexy? But it is like the fact that you do reconnect with it on that level after going through that is really inspiring for me. How do you feel like do you feel like that ever affected you at all? Like just the way you felt about your body in like a sensual way?
When I like first started, so like, especially when you first met me, I am an anxious person completely. And so going out of my comfort zone, like just oof. And I just wanted to try it. Like it seemed fun. Like I just love my community.
Yeah.
But like when I first started, like I wore like my natural hair. I was scared to look at the audience. I'd take off my glasses so I couldn't look at you. Like I was like just trying to distract myself from like what I was doing. I'm like, I'm taking off my clothes
in front of all these people.
But I'll have to show you the video later. But my inspiration for like my first burlesque act was there was a stripper eating a slice of pizza, just sitting eating pizza, and they were just throwing money at her. I was like, that's what I want.
Yes.
So here comes the burger act. I was like, I want to eat a cheeseburger and be a cheeseburger.
So many people still, years later, when people are in here doing hair and makeup, I see private clients all the time. Like I do photos that people never see because it's just for them or like their partner or whoever. And I see people all the time who will come in and talk about like these like specific kind of iconic sessions. And your burger one comes up all the time as being like, oh my gosh, and she had the burger. I talk about the pickle pasties. We didn't even use them. I talk about them all the time. I'm like, it had pickle pasties.
And they're like, what?
Because there's pickles on a good burger.
Like, the burgers that we have are so good. Shout out to CJ's.
Yes. Oh, I forgot because I was vegan, so I didn't get to eat any of it at that time. Oh, I would have tore up. Now that I'm not vegan, I would have tore up a CJ's burger. I forgot we got like the good juicy, like drippy burgers.
And that's the ones I try to find like my best bang for my buck burger for when I do the burger act. And I've learned what burgers I can and cannot buy, which is very fucking sad.
No, I love it. You know specifically what kind of burger you need, and there is no substitute. You know what you need.
I tried a Sonic burger one time. That was the nastiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh no.
There's so much mayonnaise. It stunk so bad.
Right.
And Wendy's has never done me wrong.
Wendy's is ultimate fast food choice.
Like quick burger for like
for the burger stripper act.
Just amount of messy, kind of juicy still. Like,
Love it. I love it.
pickle sliding down your thigh.
But there is so much value into being like, I think that's so sexy and I'm going to take that and I'm going to like make that my own because people do find it really hot. Like, you know that. I don't have to tell you that.
100. Everyone's like, I want a McDonald's bag. So I'm like, go get a McDonald's burger. That's good.
You need like a coupon code for some local burger place for like when you're done. You're like, go here and get a burger from.
They're going to be like, what the fuck? Like, perverts.
They're
I love it.
But like hungry perverts, so it's okay.
Yeah, because you're like, you know what? You're supporting small.
In this economy, we're turning down perverts. I don't think so.
Hello?
Oh, I love that. That's so funny. So what this year's going to be, your accident was in 2018, so 8 years this year? Well, that's crazy. What does being at home in your body mean to you these days?
Being at home. So I had that kind of day today. We are learning to take care of ourselves. And because when you're like on the go, no sleep, another club, you have to take care of your person. Like, Moss Arati and Corinne are two different people completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had to think about that. Like, yeah, I'm super high energy still, but like, I do not fuck with people. Leave me alone. I want to go home. I'm going to bed. Fuck all y'all. Like, So, my house was in shambles. I needed to like do laundry and just slow down. What if I wanted to just go sit and play Animal Crossing? Yeah, that's exactly what I did yesterday as I did my laundry.
I love Animal Crossing.
I'm so excited.
It's such a good self-care game though, just to like give yourself a chance to slow down. And like I get that, like wanting to, if you're gonna do something like that, it's like nice to be in an environment where that feels like calm and kind of organized. And it's like when you are just going and going and going and you're not taking care of you, you're making sure everyone else is taken care of. It's like that stuff, it's so easy for it to slip. It's like one day it's like a cup you leave out, and then it's like in 2 days you're like, oh my God,
Like, why is this over here? Like,
you really live like this.
girl, are you okay? Do you need a friend?
Yeah.
You know what? The other day, I had to ask for help. I was like, I'm going through it. I'm having a bad day. And I never go to the internet. Ever. I had like 20 people message me, babe. You guys believe in me? I was like, having a bad day. Help. Get eat sushi. Come with me, please. Just sit with me.
I mean, I think it's like, it's so human to need that like connection and reassurance though. Like it's so easy to get in our heads and to be like,
Very individualistic.
yeah, or like, I don't deserve to take this time to do this thing, or like, I don't deserve to do this nice thing for myself because it's selfish, but it's not, you know, it's human nature to want to like take a breather or connect with another person or just like spend some time with somebody that you care about. Like it's
100%.
you know, and it's like we really like beat ourselves up about stuff like that. We're just like, no, I have to push myself to do this first, or like that's really selfish, or I'm going to come across as needy. And it's like, well, yeah, but if that were my friend and they wrote that, I would want to be there. I'd want to like help. So what's to say that those same people don't want to help me, you know?
100%. And you know what? Swallow that pride.
Yeah.
People want to fucking help.
Yes.
You know, like whether you think it or not, people who fuck with you will be there for you no matter what. Shout out to Gage and Stormy.
Yes.
They be holding me down. A bad bitch be down.
I haven't met Gage, but I've met Stormy several times. And I love her so much. She's so nice. She's my beautiful ear of corn. my beautiful buttery corn.
She's the reason why Steve Harvey was born.
Steve Harvey and the corn. Oh.
Yes. Yes. I need to do a sexy shoot of just Steve Harvey.
Oh my gosh, yeah, anytime. I would be very down. I would love to do that. I think it's like one of the funniest things. But I mean, like, besides the fact that it is funny, like, you're also very graceful and you're also very sexy. And like, you're out there doing this like hilarious, funny thing, but like, you are a beautiful person. And the way that you carry yourself is so beautiful that you're just like, okay, do I like have a thing for Steve Harvey now? Or
What's so funny is that, like, even like as it sits right now, like, you beat yourself up about like little things that you do. Like, we did a recent show on the 2nd of January, I'm gonna assume. It's called Sapphic Sinners, and I tripped I don't know how many times in that fucking place. Skirt caught my thing, and you see me take a tumble, and I'll be like, what? Well, bow. Hi, woman, I don't know. Let me sit on your lap real quick. Yeah, see? You like the tassels? Me too. Play it off. Fuck it up. Like, they don't know you fell. I did.
It's a metaphor for life. If you fall, just sit in a beautiful woman's lap and everything will be okay.
Everything. I love women. Women.
If you fall, that's the route to take, and you'll just roll with it, and you'll end up in a pretty woman's lap.
Yeah. Everyone loves a pretty one.
Everyone's dream.
Period.
I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I love it. So it was, I think, September 2019 when we had our first photo session.
Yes.
So closer to your accident than when you started performing, almost, or maybe like right in between.
It was, so the first session was 2019, and then we did a second session in 2021, and I became Moss Arati in May the 4th, 2022.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to say that.
Yeah.
Officially, it was Moss Arati May 4th. Because I still was learning how I was in my body.
Yeah.
I didn't get to, like, I still don't like to look at those clothes, but it's a piece of me that's never gonna go away. Yeah. And those photos, I have them hanging up in my room. Actually, no, not in my room. In my get ready room. And shout out to my landlord. So I know you be coming in. There's like stripper shoes on one side of the room and like naked women on the other side. Like,
and yet rent is paid
in full. He's like, as long as you bills,
yeah,
paid, you ain't never had no problems on me, buddy.
Yeah. It's interesting that, because there are some people that I've worked with who have even, either been like wanting to get into burlesque, or they already were into burlesque. But it's really interesting, like with you, that wasn't something you were doing yet. You were kind of working through something completely different.
100%. Because, I mean, when you're fighting personal demons, you are so unkind to yourself. Mm-hmm. And you wouldn't talk to your friend that way. So why would you talk to yourself that way? And if there's somebody that you find inspiring and they're uplifting and you want to see that, go be a part of the community. Mm-hmm.
It's really, I think that people are so hesitant to reach out and join any kind of community that they see, but they're all over. There's something for everyone. There's some place that you belong for everyone. And if there's not a place you belong, maybe that's a sign that you need to create a place for people to belong, because I feel like that's the way that we work through things. That's the way that we relate to other people. That's the way that we start seeing ourselves softer. With me, like with what I do, doing boudoir, the way that I speak to myself is completely different than the way I spoke to myself in like 2016. I started doing boudoir in 2017. I know the big trend right now is like 2016. And like, I look at those pictures and I think, God, like I didn't even know that this person I am now could exist, let alone did I know that person was going to exist in like a year. And I was suddenly going to have like a business framework, and I was going to tell my mom, hey, I'm going to shoot boudoir. I promise it's not bad. It's really, it's naked pictures, but they're like good. They're like nice. They're not.
It's cool. I promise.
It's not what you think it is, because there was nothing like that around. And I was really scared about how people were going to, take it. And that's when I started the gyms, was just because I wanted a place. I saw one of my clients shared a photo that was like just one in a sweater, they didn't have a bra on because it's boudoir and they didn't want to. And some guy made some comment about looks cold in there, and I was just like, ugh. I was so annoyed with it. Yeah.
My
So
man, boo.
that's when I started the group, and I was like, well, then here you can share it with people who are like looking at it for the right reasons, who are looking at it to inspire themselves, who are looking at it with fondness for you. And it's like the more you're exposed to stuff like that, burlesque communities,
100%.
aerial communities, so many different, especially women focused communities, it's like you start finding this softness for other women that allows you to start seeing it for yourself, to start being like, right, but I loved that about this person that I photographed, or I loved this about this person I met at this pool party. Why would I hate that about myself if I loved that about them? Probably people don't hate that about me either. You know, it's like you have to expose yourself to that kind of thing.
Yeah, I like they're like my teacher right now. Her name is Rachel Mercer, and she's one of the coolest, most badass people, strongest women I've ever met in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like teaches like stripper style like pole dancing, or like you can still do beginner or whatever, but at the end of the day, she's a strong girl.
Yeah.
Like big shoulders, like she could beat your ass. Like I'm like, I want to be just like her.
Yes.
Strong, and I can pole dance and look sexy. Like
Exactly. It's so crazy how like so many feminine, traditionally feminine things are looked at as like soft and delicate, and it's like, right, but do you understand the strength that it takes to do that? Because I think you're maybe missing that.
oh, like you. I mean, I've knocked it down. So like when I was at like I say my peak, I could go back to it, but right now I'm in my soft era.
Love it.
And I would be in the gym like 4 days a week, like lyra class, open gym. Then we'd have pole class one day, and then another open gym just for that. So like you're driving to and from Russellville to Little Rock 4 days out of the week,
Yeah.
and you still work a full-time job. I wanted it that bad. Like I loved it.
Well, and I think that says so much too to like when you like you're like, okay, I was in the gym 4 days a week. Like my mind when someone says that to me is like, okay, exercise machines, you know, and but what you're talking about is like joyful movement. Like what you're talking about is like moving your body in a way that makes you feel good, that makes you like feel elated, and it makes you feel confident, it makes you feel pretty, and it's like not just like how skinny can I get, you know, but
Absolutely.
but instead it's like this is joyful movement, and that makes you want to be in a gym 4 days a week because you just enjoy the way your body feels whenever you do it. And that's such a huge difference. I think people who want to feel better about their body and want to get more active, but they feel like the only way they can do it is a super traditional, like go to the gym, do lots of crunches, you know, like
make it make everything you do fun for yourself again. Find you can always find something. Or if one thing doesn't succeed, try something else. I used to do roller derby.
yeah.
I could never do that again. I'm too scared of it. My back.
I'm too scared to roller skate with my ankle.
Exactly. Why would I do that?
I see it and I'm like, but if I fall, it could be so bad. So maybe those days are behind me. Although I had a client that had a really similar injury as mine, and she does roller derby, like not just roller skate, roller derby.
Oh yeah,
I am not a roller. I'm just not. Please don't hit me. You know, I'm not. I'm really not a rough and tumble type of gal. I'm more like, do you want to learn to make lace? Do you want to
be a granny with me, please?
have blankets you can use? That's more my vibe. Yeah. I've made cookies.
Here's the thing. If you go through any type of injury or something where you have to be more spatially aware for yourself, like take your time. You can be mad, you can be upset about the situation, but don't rush it. Take your time. Nothing is linear, and you deserve it for yourself if you want it. So be kind to yourself.
Yeah, that was like one of the hardest things that I dealt with. Like, I remember being like, I just did this like really foolish, stupid thing. And now I've like fucked up. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to shoot again. I was like, am I going to be able to continue doing my job, my livelihood, the business that I've built up? Like, I can't shoot weddings now because I can't watch the ground when I'm shooting weddings. And if I fall, I could like seriously hurt myself. Can't shoot with children anymore because they run and I can't keep up. You know, when I was crouching is hard. I had my Achilles tendon that's helps you crouch. And if it doesn't work correctly, getting back up like a toddler, like, you know, bumbling back up there. But that was one of the hardest things, was like sort of learning as I went along, like what was going to happen and what I was going to deal with. I didn't know that I tore my Achilles tendon until I was in physical therapy. I knew I had breaks, but I was sitting in physical therapy one day and I like looked down at my papers and I see Achilles tendon tear or Achilles tear. And I was like, does that say that I tore my Achilles tendon? And the kid that was helping me was like, yeah. And I was like, that checks out. Okay. And it was like all of the information about what I was and wasn't going to be able to do. The guy that my doctor, who was just super, super, super nice, Dr. Cartwright, I loved him. He would just sort of slowly give me the information about what I like. He's like, okay, so you're probably not going to be able to jump again. You know, that was something that he told me appointments in, not right away, because I was already having such a hard time with it, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you can't walk? That's crazy. Walking is like, don't take it for granted.
Oh, do not ever take walking or like taking a poop either for granted. I mean that with my full chest.
Yeah.
don't
take, because you don't think about things like that. You don't think about like what your body is doing for you until it gets taken away. It's like when your like nose is stuffy and like you're like, man, when I can breathe again, I'm gonna think about how grateful I am to have air coming through both my nostrils at all times. But it's like with an injury, you don't get a chance to say goodbye. It's not like you get to be like, okay, I'm gonna go do hopscotch one last time. Like, no, it's just gone. Yeah, like that's just the way it is. And really taking my time and like trying to be conscious. Like there were a few times I pushed myself a little too hard in the beginning, mostly out of like trying not to be embarrassed in like public places. I was like, I don't want, because I didn't need a cane. Like that wasn't part of my my healing journey. But I felt like a cane indicated, hi, I'm hurting slow. Can you please not rush me? And one of the first things that I did a few months in was I went up to Crystal Bridges and I went to go see an outdoor concert at like their amphitheater. And I knew it was a little bit of a walk, but I didn't know how far it was. Ended up being like a mile or something, and everyone else is going so fast. I'm already 5'2". Okay, walking fast is not something I can do. I don't do retail anymore. I left that fast walking shit behind me. I move intentionally and slowly, and I'm just like trying so hard to keep up with these people. And I got back, and my ankle's just like swollen so big. I was like, okay, so we've learned that a mile there and a mile back is not a smart idea for Amber's ankle.
Physical therapy is so humbling.
I loved physical therapy. I just was like, these people are here to help me and I'm going to get better because they want me to be better. And I'm going to be the funniest and best person that they deal with well, I'm a people pleaser, a bit of an adult pleaser. So it's like, I'm going to be the funniest person. I'm going to make them laugh and I'm going to work hard.
I had the opposite. Because it's gonna be a little bit like TMI, but like a couple months before the car accident, I tried to unalive myself, and I tried to drive my car off a bridge. So I thought this was a very humbling experience. And I was like, you want to go die? Let me show you how to die, baby.
Yeah, off a bridge too. That's a very like ironic, you know, like literally ironic. Yeah,
think about it all the time. I'm like,
gave you another chance. Life was like,
if you want to think about this, I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah,
and it's like, I lied, sorry. Because me and all the doctors did not really get along. Yeah. I was pissed because I was 23 or I just turned 24. I was a waitress. I'm lifting everything, doing this by myself. What do you mean I can't look left and keep straight.
Yeah.
I would fall. And I was like, that's not supposed to happen. I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs for like at least 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to go walk up elevation and I was strapped in a back brace. You didn't hear me. Because I broke all my ribs. Or the majority. I think like 2 were cool. But like, had an air pocket underneath my lung. And I cut, like, man, I was horrible when I was in the ER. So bad. Because it had been like 24 hours at this point, and I don't know what's still going on. I've made phone calls. You said this earlier. You're like, hey, like, I need a reschedule. I had my shift covered.
Because jobs are like, I'm sorry you broke your back and your ribs and have like internal organ injury. If you can't find someone to cover your shift, you're gonna need to come in. So
yeah, like, or you're fired. I had my shift covered.
You're like, they need their food that bad. It is so crazy, but it's just like, it's incredibly inspiring to see that like you do find humor in it. Like, I mean, all you can do is kind of like laugh. You can't go back and change it.
There's nothing you can do. You can't change how you reacted. You can't change how you just do what you can now. And if you gotta find the funny in it, if that's what keeps you going, let it fucking happen.
It's amazing, like, seeing how much you've done and seeing the fact that, like, it's not like you're done performing. Like, it's not like you've plateaued. Like, you're still doing so much and you still are planning so much. You work with people who just, like, love you. You have such a great reputation. Like, you are such an amazing performer. And knowing everything that you went through and that you weren't just like, okay, I'm going to stop. You know, that you weren't just like, this is done, I'm done. Because it's easy to think that sometimes. It's easy to be like, this is too painful, this doesn't work for me. But instead, like, not only did you heal from it, but you came back and were like, I'm going to be an intense, fierce performer on top of that.
It's easier to quit. Why not challenge yourself?
Yeah.
Like, challenge yourself all the time. Like, in my before life, I was so unhappy and I gave it all up, and this is what I want now. I'm so much more fulfilled and happy. Is life a little bit more stressful? Yeah, but like, why not have the whimsy?
Yeah.
Keep the whimsy.
Keep the whimsy.
Keep the whimsy.
Keep the whimsy 2026. I'm here for it.
If you want to go dress up as a rat, do it. You want to go be Linda from Bob's Burgers, do it.
Yes.
Like, you want to be dressed up as Steve Harvey, be that bitch. You want to be corn, do corn.
Either the musician or the fruit.
Fruit?
Is corn a fruit?
Veggie?
It's a vegetable. Wait.
It needs to be.
Just seeds. It's like a pomegranate. Well, I'm glad that you do continue to see it that way, and I'm glad that you don't let it dim who you are, and that you are, like, not only coming back from it, but also coming back and being like, you know, you can do this too. Like, you can come up here, you can dress the way you want to dress, you can perform the way you want to perform, you can do movement that makes your body feel joyful, even after going through something that, you know, makes some people just give up and quit. And I think a lot of people get to benefit from who you are as a person and your determination and your spirit and your creativity, because you have so many people that just love watching you perform. And all of that is because you didn't let something like that stop you. You know, you were just like, I'm absolutely not going to quit. I'm going to go out and like be 10 times what I was before. So I'm really glad that you didn't stop, and you're an inspiration to me personally. Inspiration to me as somebody who, you know, also went through something that changed my relationship with my body, and seeing the things that you've done and seeing the way that you have just bounced back and worked so hard makes me want to do the same thing. And I know that I'm not the only person that feels that way. So I really appreciate you sharing your story today and hanging out with me and talking about the whimsy.
Whimsy 2026.
I love you a ton.
I love you.
Thank
What do I
you.
say? Out of this world, explode, levitate into the sky.
Oh, you're so happy.
Oh, like, I love you so much.
Well, thank you so much for being here and for chatting with me and for sharing your story with anybody else who's listening and anybody else who maybe has gone through something that makes them feel like they have to relearn how to feel sensual in their body, or anybody who, you know, really wants to take a leap and do something that makes them feel good but just needed somebody to give them permission. I'm really glad that you were here to do that. All right. Until next time, this is Unposed. I am Amber Lane. Thank you.